Good afternoon, runners, and welcome back to another video from me, that running girl. In today's video, I thought I would just quickly chat through why you shouldn't neglect your speed sessions. I started doing my speed sessions again in January this year, so only last month, and I've basically been doing the classic 400 meters times 10. So I will go out and find like a country road, flattish, the most flat country road I can find. And I will do 10 lots of 400 meter sprints, which is roughly 0.25 miles, quarter of a mile, on my watch. So I will time that. And the sun has just come out. Look at that. And today I did, I ramped it up slightly. So last Friday I did, quarter of a mile sprints at roughly 6 minute mile. I think one of them was under 6 minute mile, but mostly the average was 6 minute mile. And today I did 5 lots of half a mile sprints, so 800 meters, fastest 5.5 minute mile and the slowest 6.3 minute mile. I have also got my first 10K of the year coming up this Sunday, which I'm really looking forward to. It's the Winslow 10K in Buckinghamshire. I have run this race for the best part of 10 years and it hasn't been on for 3 years. So I'm really looking forward to going back and running that. I think they might have dropped the prize categories slightly because I think they used to do 1, 2, 3 in all age categories, and now it's only first in age categories and 1, 2, 3 for first men and women across the line. So I will run as hard as I can, but I'm not putting any crazy pressure on myself because I'm pretty sure I used to be obsessed with winning a prize like in age categories in that race in my 20s, but I think there were a lot more prizes, so I'm not going to beat myself up about it. But it will be super nice running the same familiar course that I've known for the best part of 10 years, and also it's going to really indicate the start of spring race season for me. Next month I'm doing a 20 miler and a 15 miler. And then the month after that, I am potentially doing a Stratford Marathon. Not sure whether I'm going to run the half or the marathon yet, but those are my plans so far. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and talk quickly about neglecting your speed session, because I find it's a really easy thing to neglect because for me, I don't associate like a speed session with any kind of real emotional benefit. So when I go out running for me, because I didn't get into running competitively, it was always like a real sort of switch off, end of the day, I'm going to relax, I'm going to have some me time, like tune into some like mental health me time. And that's all running ever was for me until I started, doing more running and I entered races and I got faster and it just went from there. But I feel like it's easy to neglect your speed session because you don't automatically think, oh, I've had a really hard day. Do you know what's going to make me feel so much better? Running 10 lots of 400 meters at pace. I just don't feel like anyone would ever think that. But the more I do the speed sessions, the more I actually realize how much I do absolutely love them. Because I used to do speed sessions when I lived nearer to Oxford. I would go to, there's a really good track in Oxford and there's a really good coach that takes the session, and I used to go and do, it was basically the same sessions as I'm doing now, like 400 meters, 10 lots of 400 meters, 8 lots of 800 meters, pyramid session. And I kind of just, I guess, fell into this trap of thinking, oh, if I'm not at an actual athletics track, then I can't do the speed session. I couldn't go out and like do the speed session on my own and just finding like a flat piece of road to do it on. But now that I've started doing that, I've actually realized I've wasted so much time just sticking at the absolute same pace. And I've had no real benefit from that other than just having like a consistent baseline of fitness. But now that I'm getting back into racing and my Achilles injury that I had for 8 months last year has healed, I'm really feeling the benefit of doing these speed sessions and feeling like my heart rate, gets back up to where it needs to be and my leg turnover gets where it needs to be and I can actually hold that pace. I mean, this is only obviously going to tell when I run the race on Sunday, my 10K, and I'll find out how it goes after that. But it definitely feels like when people say trust the process, it definitely feels like the process is on my side at the moment doing these speed sessions. So yeah, if you're struggling to get your speed session in, it's just so worth it, especially if you're racing. At the end of the day, you still, you know, you only have to sacrifice one sort of easy run to do a speed session, and you could take the next day off if you want to, you know, have a complete recovery, or you could just do active recovery, so just jogging like gently for a bit. But yeah, even the euphoria and the kind of endorphins that I feel after a speed session, it almost gives me the same kind of endorphins as I feel after a race, which is just invaluable, because I don't get those kind of endorphins on like a regular run when I run at like, you know, 7.5 minute mile. So yeah, just a quick reminder to not neglect your speed session, and wish me luck in my 10K on Sunday.